Hello and welcome to every Kwacha broadcast. This is episode number 18 and the date is 20th January 2024. So in this episode, what I'm going to do is I'll try to compare the returns. If you invested the same amount of money in the auction that was done in December of 2023 using the discount method, and you got the same money and invested in the auction that was just done yesterday in January of 2024 under the new method of selling these bonds at par. So if you invested the same amount of money in both auctions, which obviously are using different methods, in which auction are you going to get a better return for your money? That's what I plan to do in this very short video. I hope it will be very short. So what you can see on your screen is an Excel worksheet where I have simulated two different auctions. The first one for December 2023 using the old method and the actual rates that were used in that auction, and I do the same for the under the new rates for the new method using the actual coupon interest rates that have been used. Now that the auction results for January 2024 are out, we can actually make this comparison between the old method and the new method, but using these two auctions as examples for us to draw conclusions. So if you look at the old way of doing things where bonds were sold at a discount, let's assume you had 56,000 kwacha, 520 20 ngwe in your account, or at least this is the money that you had to spare to invest in bonds. If you invested in a 10-year bond in December of 2023, you were going to get a bond of face value 100,000 kwacha because the bond award price was 56.5202. And I think this is something that you can see here. I've just brought up the bond auction results for December 2023. If you look at the 10-year bond, the cutoff price was 56 kwacha 0.5202, which is what we have here. So meaning that if you had 56,520.20 at this price, you are able to get a bond of 100,000 kwacha. When you go to and we know that a 10-year bond in the old discount method, the percentage, the coupon rate was 13%. So meaning that when you want to calculate the coupons that you'll be getting every 6 months, that is the net coupons that you will get. You first calculate the 13% of the bond face value, which will give you 130,000 kwacha, less 16% taxes and BOS charges. So for the period of in that period of 10 years, you get total coupons of 109,200. But the coupons are paid every 6 months. So if you divide this by in 10 years, you get 20 coupons. So if you divide this by 20, you'll be able to get 5,460 as your coupon. Every 6 months, this is what you'll be getting. But your total portfolio then becomes your annual coupons plus the bond face value. So at the end of this 10-year period, you can expect that with an investment of 56,520.20, what you will get is a total of 209,200. The way I'm calculating the profit here is I then get this amount and remove the cost, and that's what is giving me the profit here. So that's under the old method, and these are actual rates and cut of prices. For the new method, whose results I think came just a few hours ago, let's assume if we have to make a fair comparison, we need to assume the same cost, because this is the actual money that is being deducted from you. This is the money that you are lending to the government. So if you are this same amount, 56,520.20, and you decided to invest it in the government bonds under the new method, and specifically for the January 2024 bond, since it was being issued under the new method, which is where the bonds are issued at par, you would expect that for a cost of 56,520, you get a bond face value of the same amount because it's at par. The 10-year is 10 years. The percentage from what we have gotten, and this is something that I can show you, 24.97% is the cutoff coupon rate for a 10-year bond under the new method. So that's why I'm getting this 24.97. When you apply this at every year as a percentage of this face value, 56.5 to 0.20, you get 141,130.94. Less the BOS charges, 16%, you remove this, you will get every year you should be expecting to get this is the yes, every year you should expect to get 118,549.99. The semi-annual coupons, you divide this, because this is for the 10 years. When you divide by 20, meaning that the semi-annual coupons every year, every 6 months you'll be getting 5 1,927.5. Your total portfolio then becomes the 118 plus 56,000 kwacha, which will give you 175. Okay, and the way the profit is coming here again, I subtract the cost from here. That's how come I'm getting this profit. So you can see for the same investment, you are parting away with this money under the old method. And again, I must emphasize taking the rates for the results for December 2023, you are get your gross earnings are 209,200. If you get the same cost but you invest it in a bond under the new method, and again let me emphasize using the January rates, it gives you 175,070.19, which for me, I think it's very clear where you are getting a higher return for your money. It's in the December auction. With this, are we able to conclude that the old method of issuing bonds was better from the investor's perspective, or is the jury still out? We still need to wait for more auctions to see the range between which this coupon rate will be moving. I think I leave that for you to conclude. But what we can say for certain is that if you got the same amount of money and invested it in December 2023 government bonds, and we use those rates and that method, and you got that same money and invested it in the January bond auction, and we use the rates that have come out in the January bond auction results, what you are getting, what I'm getting here with these calculations is that you are getting a higher return in December than in January. What do you think? I would like to hear from you. I've not seen any so-called experts, a few that I've seen today, make this comparison from the perspective of the actual cost that is being deducted from you. They are all doing it by making the bond face value the same, which for me, I think such a comparison leaves much to be desired. If we are going to compare the two auctions, December 2023 and January 2024, insofar as we are concerned, as investors, you need to look at it from the perspective of the actual money that you are parting away with, vis-a-vis the final return that you get on that investment that you've made. I'd like to hear your comments. Post them in the comment section. If you have any questions to ask, post your questions. I should be able to address your questions. Until next time, let's be financially smart. Every kwacha that you earn is there to work for you. So let's be financially smart and let's ensure that we are investing the monies that we get. Let's not let's not spend all the money that we get. A part of all that you earn is for you to keep and invest so that that money can work for you. Until next time, it's bye for now.